Hi, good morning everyone. My dear students, previous session we start to learn about types of soils. So, in the last class we learned about uh, the different types of soil, especially we learned about alluvial soil, and also we learned about black soil, and also we learned about the red and yellow soil. See, in today's class, we are going to learn the another one type of soil, that is about a laterite soil. So, today's class, so we are going to learn about the another one type of soil, that is about a laterite soil. See, this word actually, the laterite, it has derived from the Latin word later. So, the laterite, this word actually derived from the Latin word. So, that is about, so, later. So, what is the meaning of later in Latin language? So, in Latin language, later means bricks. So please, later means in Latin language, that is about bricks. See, the laterite soil, I mean this type of soil develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So the laterite soil develops in the area such as especially which are having high temperature. Understood. So the areas which are having high temperature and as well as heavy rain. See, which are the areas actually experiencing the high temperature and heavy rainfall. So there we can see the development of this type of soil. See, this is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rainfall. So please keep it in your mind. So this is, I mean, the laterite soil, it is because the result of the intense leaching due to heavy rain. See, the humus content of the soil is low in this. So please keep it in your mind. So in this type of soil, the humus content, it is low. Why? Because it is so low? Because most of the microorganisms, why? Because no? See, the humus content of the soil is low because of most of the microorganisms. Particularly the what we call the decomposes like bacteria and get destroyed due to high temperature. So this is what we should think. So why the humus content of the soil is low? So this is the reason why, because most of the microorganisms, so particularly the decomposes, so especially like bacteria, so get destroyed due to high temperature. So because of high temperature, whatever that contains in this soil, the humus, especially the microorganisms, so especially the decomposers like bacteria, so are going to destroy it because of the high temperature. So that's what, so the humus content in this type of soil is very, very low. And my dear students, these laterite soils are suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers. So whether it is suitable for cultivation or to grow the different types of crops are in there, whether it is going to help in the agriculture, activities. Yes, there is no doubt. But the thing is that, with the help of manures and with the help of the fertilizers, so we can manage the fertility of the soil, and we can conduct the agricultural activities also in this type of soil. I hope, my dear students, you are understanding this point. See, where we can see this type of soil, especially, my dear students, this type of soils are found in Karnataka. So the laterite type of soil, so especially found in Karnataka and also almost the southern part of the India, especially Karnataka and even the Kerala and even Tamil Nadu. And also it was found, it's found in MP also, understood. So MP means in Madhya Pradesh. Whether only this area, and also, my dear students, the hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. The hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. So in these states, so we can found this type of soil. So please once again try to understand that. So these type of soils are found in mainly, especially in our India, so Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and the hilly areas such as Assam and even the Odisha also. See, after adopting the appropriate soil conservation techniques, particularly in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, so this soil is very useful to grow. I think you all of you knows that the Assam and even the Karnataka and even these areas are so famous for, can you guess, which we can expect, especially in the hilly areas, the important beverage crop, that is about tea. That is about tea. See, it is more suitable. So to grow tea, anybody can you guess the another one, the same, the famous beverage of the most of the people? Yes, that is coffee. See, the hilly areas of these states, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha and Assam, even the Karnataka is so famous for tea and coffee, and then even the Assam also so famous for tea and coffee and so on. See, here, these red laterite soils in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala are more suitable for crops like cashew nuts. This is another one important. See, it is suitable for tea and coffee in hilly areas, and also the red laterite soils in Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Kerala. In Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Kerala. So it is more suitable for cashew nut, to grow cashew nut. So dear students, I would like to explain once again about this laterite soil. So please concentrate and listen. The laterite soil, actually the word laterite, so it has been derived from the Latin word that is about later. Later means in Latin language brick. See, the laterite soils are develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So which are the areas are receiving the heavy rainfall and experience the high temperature? So in those areas, this type of soil develops. And this is what the result of intense leaching due to the heavy rain. And the humus content of this soil is low. Already I told that the reason also why it is low. I mean the humus content. So why? Because so the most of the microorganisms, especially particularly so the decomposers like bacteria and also get destroyed due to high temperature, so because of this reason, so the humus content in this soil, it is very low, my dear students. See, and these soils are suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of the manures and then fertilizers. Even it's suitable. And these soils are mainly found in these states: Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and the hilly areas of Odisha and Assam also. And it's so suitable for growing tea and coffee, especially the hilly areas of these states. And also, dear students, so in the red laterite soil, so especially which is we can found in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and even in Kerala also. So it is more suitable for grow the cashew nut also. So it is all about laterite soil. Now let us discuss about the another one type of soil, that is about arid soils. So let us discuss about arid soils. See dear students, these arid soils range from red to brown in color. See, they are generally sandy in texture. So please try to understand. So the soils, I mean this type of soils range from red to brown in color, and they are generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. It's very interesting. So sandy in texture and saline in nature. So in some areas the salt content is very high in this type of soil. So please keep it in your mind. So red to brown in color. Red to brown in color and sandy in texture and salty in nature. I hope you are getting this. Salty or we call even saline. Saline in nature. See, in some of the areas, the salt content is very high and common salt is obtained by evaporating the water. Are you getting now? So, in some of the area, so there we can see in this arid soil, the salt content is very high. The salt content is very high, and the common salt is obtained by evaporating the water. See, due to the dry climate, high temperature, evaporation is faster and the soil lacks humus and moisture. This is what the nature of this type of soil. See, due to the dry climate, it's very dry, and even the high temperature also, the process of evaporation is so faster and the soil lacks of humus and then moisture also. See, the lower origins of the soil are occupied by conker. So because of the increasing, especially the calcium content downwards. The conquer, I mean, the lower origins of this type of soil are occupied by conquer because of the increasing calcium content downwards. See, the conquer layer formation in the bottom origins restrict the infiltration of water. So please once again try to understand the conquer layer formation. The conquer layer formation in the bottom origins restrict the infiltration of water. So after proper irrigation, these soils become cultivable, as has been in the case of Western Rajasthan only. So it is very clear, dear students. So after proper irrigation, these soils became cultivable, as has been in the case of especially in Western Rajasthan. So it is very clear that so in India this type of soil you can see in the western part of the Rajasthan only. So once again I would like to repeat about this arid soil. See, the arid soils range from red to brown in color and sandy in texture, saline in nature. Is it clear? And in some of the areas the salt content is very high, and due to high temperature and even so the salty content is very high, and common salt is obtained by evaporating the water, and due to dry climate and due to high temperature the evaporation is faster, and also the soil lacks humus and moisture, and the lower origins of the soil are occupied by conquer. So because of the increasing calcium content downwards, and this because of the conquer layer formation in the bottom origins restrict in infiltration of water, and after proper irrigation these soils become the cultivable, and this type of soil you can see in the western part of the Rajasthan. Is it understood? Thank you. See, now let us discuss about the another one type of soil, that is about the forest soils. See, dear students, the forest soils are found in especially the hilly and mountainous areas. The hilly and so where we can see this kind of the forest soil, especially. So this type of soils are found in the hilly and mountainous area, so where sufficient rainforests are available. So this is another one important thing. So the areas, especially the hilly and mountainous areas where sufficient rainforests are available. Now let us discuss about the texture of this soil. See, the soil's texture varies. It's a different one area to another area. See, the texture of this soil is vary or the differ according to the mountain environment. So why I think you are understanding this? Why it is the varied or differ? Because of the mountain environment. So where they are found, it is very much important. So according to the mountain environment where they are formed, so the soil texture completely depend upon this region. See, there are loamy and still. There are loamy and loamy and silty in valley sides especially, and coarse grained in the upper slopes. So please once again, there are loamy and silty in valleys side and coarse grained in the upper slopes. So in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, especially in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, these soils experience denudation and or acidic with low humus content, especially in the snow-covered of the Himalayan ranges. So these soils are experience denudation and or acidic with low humus content. See, the soils are found in the lower part of the valleys, particularly on the river terraces and alluvial fans are fertile. So it is very clear. So especially the lower parts of the valleys, particularly on the river terraces and alluvial fans are fertile. So this is about the forest soils. So please once again keep it in your mind. This type of soils are developed in the hilly and mountainous areas, and the texture of this soil is varied according to the mountain environment where they are formed, and they are loamy and silty in the valleys sides and coarse grained in the upper slopes and in the snow-covered Himalayan areas. So especially these soils are experienced denudation and or acidic with low humus content. And the soils found in the lower parts of the valley, particularly on the river terraces and alluvial fans are fertile. Is it clear? So this is all about the brief description about the types of soils. So once again, just I would like to reminding you all the different kinds of soil one by one. Let us see that. So once again, I would like to repeat the all types of soils. So the types of soils are like this. The first one is alluvial, and the second one is black soil. Are you getting now? So the alluvial soil and the black soil and red and yellow soil. Red and yellow soils, laterite soils, oiled soils, and the last one, that is about forest soils. So my dear students, in this topic we are learnt about the different types of soils. So especially these are which we are seen in our country, in India. So there we can see this kind of soil, especially alluvial, black soils, red and yellow soils, laterite soil, arid soils, forest soils. So see, these are the major the soils which we are found in our India. Are you getting now? And the next class we are going to learn about soil erosion and soil conservation. The erosion and then conservation of the soil in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.